say you're playing with your nan and, you know, say there's a goblin and she's like, oh, I want to hit it with my axe. You go, you do that.
I'm going to say Beirut.
Guys.
So that's 6 points, isn't it?
Anyone got any plans for the bank holiday?
I might go to the kitchen.
I'm Susanna Grace. I am a streamer and a professional role player who actually also works in the tabletop RPG industry. That was really good. I was really talking about it. It was great. D&D has definitely entered, and tabletop role-playing has entered like this renaissance period where it's moved away from that image of like sweaty nerds in the basement, right? And it's like your mum or your nan plays D&D now, right? The girl next door plays D&D.
What?
I'm going to throw a fireball back here. You're going to try and run away without me.
That's so out of order.
It used to be called a pen and paper RPG, right? You know that, you know, you got your paper character sheets, you got your little pencil and you're marking everything down. You don't even need that anymore. Everything is online. And it's literally, you just search D&D and it's all there. There are websites that have dice rollers in it for you. You can make battle maps online. So if you're really into your combat, you can measure out exact distances and things. You know, just so long as you've got a way to transmit your face and your voice, then you're golden.
He smiles. We are the Cheese Bandits. And if I
laugh in character.
Because like D&D it's one of those gateway games. So once you start playing D&D, this is what happened to me. I played 5th edition, the most recent Dungeons & Dragons. And then I started being like, well, what else is there out there?
Big Potato is a board game company based in East London, and we specialise in party games. There are quite a few of our games that work really well to play via video chat, especially our more quizzy games. So we have Colourbrain. All you need is one person who has the game and the rest of you can play through video chat. We answer quiz questions all about colours. Another one that works really well over video chat is Weird Things Humans Search For. What came first? The bikini or the surfboard? What came first? Another one that I have personally played over video chat is Blockbuster, where you have to describe movies using either one word by quoting it or acting it out. It gets quite hilarious. On the Big Potato website, on our blog section, we have a free downloadable version of our quiz game, Mr. Lister's Quiz Shootout. It is specifically designed to play online via video chat with your friends.
I'm just going to get my questions up. So I'm going to ask you a question and give each of you a chance to answer it, give an answer. And
I'm a general knowledge genius, by the way, just so you know.
Wow, so you're starting like that. There are 8 animal eggs commonly eaten in the Western world. List them. Dina, answer.
Hens.
Isabel.
Duck.
Devon.
Chicken?
Chicken's a hen. I said hen.
No, I don't hear. I said chicken, cuz.
But a hen is a female chicken.
Yeah, chicken.
So I said, yeah.
Oh, mom's calling me.
Lock her off now.
Locked.
The Chameleon is a social deduction word game. It's a bit like Codenames and Spyfall had a baby and created an amazing social deduction sneaky game. And we have also turned that into an app, and it's super fun.
All right, so now we got to accuse who we think is the Chameleon.
No, it says take a moment to chat amongst yourselves.
We're doing that now.
Manga's the Chameleon.
Definitely.
Izzy,
Yes.
just click manga then and press vote.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Oh.
Oh!
I voted for Dina the first time.
Oh,
All right, let's go.
Jump on the app and just play with complete strangers, have a few rounds, or you can play with your friends.
So the winner of that round is Isabel.
Hey there, I'm Jimmy, one of the co-owners of Loading Bar, which is a video game and board game bar. It's about helping bring people together, which at the moment, that isn't possible. However, there are a few different ways you can still engage with board games, even if you're not in a household that's got 2 to 4 people and without breaking the rules. The games that lend themselves really well to being played on video chats are ones where kind of someone's in the driver's seat. So you've got Resistance, Avalon, Spyfall. Someone usually is running those games anyway as a games master and handing out the cards.
So that's your
your first one, and then you just edit this one.
Right, and then I get to move again, don't I?
Yes, you get to move again.
The only difference being you're not dealing cards to people in reality. You're going to have to deal those out in front of you and then use things like Instant Messenger or WhatsApp to then tell people which one of them is the spy or which one's got the hidden role. But I think they work perfectly for people playing over Skype.
I will take the yakitori, please.
1 yakitori, coming right up.
I actually really do want some yakitori. That would be so
I'm actually really hungry now. We had dinner before, but now I'm really hungry.
Other board games that can be played online, there's a lot of digital versions that you might not know about. So Xbox had Carcassonne that did incredibly well ages ago, and then now you've got digital versions of most games. There's Tabletop Simulator on Steam, which lets you like download and add in digital versions of other board games as people have painstakingly scanned things, recreated them. If you're playing with people that are a bit less tech savvy, you're going to revert back to those games that are a bit more traditional. So parlor games, I think ones where it's kind of word based, where you can just chat together and encourage conversation.
Just before the lockdown started in London, we were just messaging each other to say it would be a cool thing to do for some of our friends to do a quiz. Let a few people know on social media, and it kind of just expanded from there. Last week we had over 130 teams register, which is roughly about somewhere between 500 and 600 people playing. We tried to make it not so much about who's got the best general knowledge. We want it to be more about the fun, the social interaction, and kind of the sense of community. There's definitely quick and easy ways of setting up a quiz where anyone with a webcam can essentially do it and read out questions and people can take part. There's a team of us that spend 2 days making sure that technically we're good to go, that the quiz questions are up to scratch, video quality and audio quality is all good and working properly.
So, number 1 for general knowledge. How many official constellations are there? Is it A, 50, B, 88, or C, 120?
Do you think taking part in quizzes could help people survive the quarantine?
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, being able to have that opportunity to talk to people, even if it's just about, you know, stupid quiz questions. We're not obviously the only people doing this. There's lots of them out there and they seem to be really popular. I just think it's kind of like a British tradition and people are really investing in that at the moment.
My biggest tip for playing games while social distancing is don't play by the rules. Make up your own crazy rules that work. Modify games as much as you can. As long as everyone's having fun, do whatever you want.
Say you're playing with your nan, it's, you know, she's bored, she lives miles away, so you get her on her phone, and once you get over the camera being down here, you're like, okay, nan, what do you want to do? And, you know, say there's a goblin and she's like, oh, I want to hit it with my axe. You go, you do that. You know, you don't make it like, well, what exact distance do you have for movement on your sheet, nan? You know, you just say like, yeah, you can hit the goblin.
I think it's definitely worth still picking up board games if you've got them as a different form of escapism, as they offer like different role playing, different ways to kind of start conversations, engage with people, and especially with lockdown where you might not be doing as much, it can let you experience different things and put yourself in different positions, which right now is definitely a good thing.